Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your weekend reading for this weekend of December 19th to the 22nd. Keep in mind that time is fluid, Leo, and this is your channel. And also, we are still in the midst of that Sagittarius new moon. So if you have not watched that reading already, definitely head to that reading after and check out that message. So your number for the weekend is 11 with I am intuitive. You have a keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. All right, Leo, you may have started seeing the number ones already. You may start to see them this weekend, so pay attention. License plates, billboards, social media, wherever you see digits. Some of you born on the 1st or the 11th, it doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. But ones signify new beginnings, new offers, new people, new insights, new downloads. So some of you are going to be having an epiphany moment this weekend where something just really hits you like lightning. It comes out of nowhere. It all of a sudden makes sense. And that is your intuition making the connection. So pay attention and be observant this weekend because your intuition is extremely heightened. The mermaid that is with you is re-energized. So if you already have a plan for yourself to re-energize around this time, then you are right in the flow of energy. This mermaid is asking for you to recharge your energy, whether that means to rest, whether that means to move around your energy in a different way that feels more restful to you. You know, instead of going for a run, just going for a walk. Instead of doing anything that would make you feel more stressed and more heightened, this mermaid is asking for you to re-energize your energy. Fill up your cup. And you also have the mermaid of waiting. Yes, because it does look like with these two mermaids coming through for you, there is something happening for you behind the scenes right now, Leo. And I feel like that could also be why you have I am intuitive. Some of you are feeling the need to be patient around something and not force something and just be in the flow. And these two mermaids are going to help your energy do that. So you have a very in the flow vibration for this weekend. It may not be too much action or too much over the place energy, you know, especially around this time. You may even find that you are off, right? Off for the holidays that are upcoming. And this message is asking you to take that time to re-energize your vibration for when, I guess, you know, life starts up again or energy starts up again, which I kind of feel like could be slightly backwards for some of you because sometimes during the holiday season, it gets busier for some people, but then there's that total opposite energy. So if you are one of those energies that are going to find yourself more busy, this re-energized mermaid really highlighting for you to make time for it. So Metatron is giving you Tree of Life with travel on, exactly in the flow. So if you see these energies of color in the Tree of Life here, the Tree of Life is a symbolic energy of our spinal cord, right? Our spinal cord has nerves that spread from it and reach different areas of our body to send signals, right? And it's interesting because you have I am intuitive and now you are receiving the Tree of Life. There is some type of signal you're receiving this weekend. There's just some type of epiphany moment or realization that happens, and it comes from your intuitive being, and it's giving you this energy of going with the flow, trusting and having patience. And you also have the color white with purity and innocence. So some of you are wearing the color white, or you may see a sign that is largely emphasizing the color white for you. But with this color coming in with purity and innocence, there is a strong angelic presence here as well. And also for yourself to go back to that innocent way of being, that inner child vibration inside of you, as well as making that connection to things that you are anticipating, right? Because there could be a childlike excitement moment that is happening for you, but there's also that, okay, like, let's see what happens with it. Let's see where it goes. So your quantum oracle is family, friends, and guides in the spirit realm. Wow. So spirit card number 6 coming in here for you. This is an other realm energy. So this is your family, your friends, and your spirit guides that have family friend energy passed on from this living world, and your guides all coming together to be around you, which I feel is such a beautiful message to receive, especially right before the Christmas time, you know, especially if you are somebody who has gone through grief or gone through loss in that way, shape, or form with family friend energies. A lot of the times around the holidays, it's a little bit more obvious of who is not around, because of that energy of pausing and spending time. So I feel like specific passed on loved ones are coming through here for you in this reading saying, hey, we're around. We're celebrating with you, just in a different frequency, in a different realm. So your overall energy from the tarot is find balance with the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I definitely do feel like there's such a strong message here for you in making sure that there is time taken out for you this weekend for yourself. And you are spending your time wisely, and you are doing the things that are of priority for you. And I feel like for a lot of you, prioritizing your time to re-energize could be something that doesn't always take front of the list or top of the list for you. But this weekend, it's asking for that to happen. So let's see. On that 2 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. So there is an overall good vibration to this weekend. Although you may find yourself doing a couple different things or changing things around to have some time for yourself, it is going to bring an overall sense of happiness. With the what's coming your way, we have the Death card. So a transformation, an ending, an energy of being recharged, rebirthed, right? The Death card with that transformation brings that rebirth, brings that rising from the ashes. Your influence is the Emperor. So I really like that this is your influence for this weekend, because you have the wisdom of deciding what is working for you or what you should focus on over other things. Especially for this weekend, they are bringing up your focus. What's unexpected this weekend is the 3 of Pentacles. So a reach out, a collaboration, some type of physical energy. You know, I feel like some of you may actually have off, and you may get asked to do something, or asked to work, or asked to do something on a time where you did have a plan to possibly re-energize or take some time out. Your advice is the 3 of Swords, and your outcome is the 5 of Swords. Woohoo! Okay, you know what I feel here, Leo? There is a big emphasis on people-pleasing energy. I feel like this weekend you might have a little bit of push and pull inside of you that attempt to find balance between being there for yourself and being there for other people. I feel like there could be a people pleaser vibration that is challenged for you this weekend, where you may just feel like you have to be there for everybody or be there for everything. And you're only one individual, so that may not be possible. So you may find yourself this weekend, having to say no to certain things or certain people or certain type of energies. Let's clarify this. And it looks like that is a message here to prioritize yourself. So on the Death card, we have the Page of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like for a lot of you, whatever's coming your way this weekend, I feel like you are wanting to avoid it. Part of you's curious about it, and then the other part of you's kind of like, I really don't think I can make it, or think I can cover, or think I can do this, or there's something here, or maybe you already have a plan. And here comes another plan. Here comes another message in that has something to do with the same time you are already doing something. And for some of you, it's around the same time you told yourself you were going to do nothing. Let's see. On the Emperor, we have the World with your influence and the King of Wands. So this is I feel like an interesting energy to see on your influence, because I feel like a part of you, like I said, is going to want to figure out a way to be in two places at once or make everybody happy. And I feel like you may find yourself going back and forth, right? Overall energy, find balance. You see all those things in that wheel. It's like balancing romance, balancing commitments, balancing time, balancing what you're learning, balancing what you're doing, balancing your habits, your hobbies, things like that. On the Three of Pentacles with what's unexpected, we have the Two of Cups and we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Leo, I feel like there is an energy here of you. I feel like, I don't want to say letting somebody down or hurting somebody's feelings. I just feel like there's a possibility that somebody could feel a little bit upset that maybe you can't make it, or that you can't cover, or that you're already have prior plans. Let's see. Five of Pentacles with what's unexpected to the Hierophant. So I feel like there could be a energy here where this person or this opportunity or offer, whatever it is, will continuously try. So if this is like a coworker or a friend or a romantic partner or a romantic interest or an opportunity, invitation, whatever the case may be, it's almost like a part of you is like, well, this will come back around. Like, I'll see these people, or there is something that's upcoming already planned that you know is happening. I definitely do feel like there is this energy here where you feel like it could resurface in the future, where a part of you doesn't feel like you have to say yes fully right now. It's like you're like open to waiting. It's like you don't feel like dropping everything or changing everything. And I feel like for some reason, this definitely could be a work situation for some of you. Others of you, it could just have that vibration. Let's see. Three of Swords with your advice with the Seven of Pentacles. There it is, and that Four of Cups. It's almost like your advice is to not stress or fear of letting other people down if it's something that you didn't want to do or had to change or had to maybe reschedule or this, that, and the other. You know, sometimes things like that just happen. Sometimes things just happen. So there could actually be something that calls out to you that causes you to slow down this weekend and be in a way, shape, or form where you're not as stressed about it. You know, when you, like, this might sound bad if you're a cross watcher for this reading right now. You know when, like, something is happening and then you have a plan and the part of you, like, has to go or feels like you have to go or feels like if you don't go, then this, that, and the other. And then it ends up being canceled or rescheduled. And you're like, yeah, amazing. I kind of get, like, that type of vibe here. So let's see, the Five of Swords as your outcome with the Six of Swords. Yeah, that like positive movement, the Wheel of Fortune going in your favor and the Sun bringing you positivity. So Leo, something may get canceled or rescheduled, or you might just decline an offer because there's a one in the future or something like that here for you this weekend. And it looks like it brings you some relief. Although you might feel like you're letting an energy down, or maybe even somebody felt like they let you down, you know, like that's where I kind of get like the funny aspect from it of when something is canceled or rescheduled that you didn't really want to go to, or maybe you just weren't in the mood, or maybe you were sick and you're just like kind of just dragging yourself to do it, and it gets canceled or rescheduled, and it just gives you that like amazing energy of relief. I feel like for some of you Leos, this not being fearful of letting somebody down could be somebody towards you where they think they're letting you down, but in all actuality, you're like, wow, no, it works out great that this is changed or this is shifting, because that's exactly what's coming your way. The Death card, a change. So this is what I have here for you, Leo. I feel like my analytical mind is trying to come up with examples of how to do this, or how this message or energy is coming across to me as a reader. But then I feel like my intuitive energy is just trying to keep it very broad, because I feel like on the intuitive level, I feel like it can play out in any way, shape, or form. Any way, shape, or form. Like, if here goes my analytical mind. I'm just going to give one example of like something that could be very mundane that could happen. Like if you had to settle for having a hair appointment at 5 p.m. and maybe you really wanted 11 a.m., right? You really wanted 11 a.m., but you had to do 5 p.m. and you're like, whatever, I got to do it. I don't really want to do that time, but I have to do that time. And your hairstylist reached out the day before, the day or two before, and they're like, hey, actually, can you do 11 a.m.? Somebody else canceled. And you're like, yes. So I feel like there's so many different types of avenues this could be in energy, where it could be something that's changing that's earlier, something that's changing that's later, something that's rescheduled, canceled. There's something here that is bringing you an energy of relief with the change. And I do feel like there could be, like I said in the beginning, that vibration of can't do something if you are the energy that could be saying no or changing something, or quote unquote fearful of letting someone down. So in terms of zodiac signs in this spread that could be around you or in your chart, we have Scorpio, we have Aries, and we have Leo, and we have Sagittarius. So let's see what your ending oracle is from the Star Codes Astro Oracle. We have the 10th house with authority. There it is, 48. Card number 48 with the 10th house that is ruled by Capricorn, the 10th house. If your chart were a village map, the 10th house would hold the courthouse, government seat, and public face of your work. Your action with this card is you are being asked to step up or take on the next level of authority. It's hard to build something without a clear blueprint, so look at your definition of a strong leader and decide whether you need to amend it. Remember how you felt as a kid about your parents, the school principal, priests, police, and teachers, and observe whether they used their responsibilities wisely and encouraged you to develop yours, or whether you needed to rebel to be safe. These patterns affect both how you react to outside authority and what you expect from yourself as parent, professional, or leader. Sort between the traits that worked and those worth emulating. Deconstruct assumptions about authority that no longer serve you. Your gift with this card is whether you are in your evolution, it's time to take the next step up the mountain of leadership, empowerment, accomplishment, and personal authority. Yeah, like that personal authority and saying, especially if you're the energy saying no or declining something, right? As well as if this is being asked upon you by a person of authority, like a boss, a CEO, or somebody who's in charge of something, right? But wow, Leo, what a reading. That one, I feel like took so much out of me because I'm sitting here like, the energy just feels so umbrella-like, you know, like it's an umbrella energy because it feels like there's so many different things that could be of this. So thank you, my beautiful, wonderful Leos, for being here and for watching. I do feel like now with you having that re-energized mermaid, I feel like because I'm ending this reading with such an overwhelmed feeling and you have the Two of Pentacles, if there is something that comes your way that feels like it will overwhelm you, it's probably your best case scenario to really ponder upon how or what's the best way to go about that keeps your personal authority intact with self. So that's what I have, Leo. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you are alerted of new readings from this channel. And I'll see and talk to all of y'all very, very soon. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye now, Leo.